Happy Flower Friday, everyone. I am here talking about Bupleurum today. Bupleurum is a genus that has about 200 species in it of herbaceous perennials and sometimes even woody shrubs. It's native to the northern Old World Hemisphere, so that's going to be Northern Africa, Europe, and Asia. There is one species that is native to North America, and that is Bupleurum americanum, so that's pretty easy to remember. This species is a species called Bupleurum green gold or Bupleurum rotundifolium. Some of the common names for Bupleurum are hound's ear, hare's ear, and thorough wax. This has been used in Japanese and Chinese medicine traditionally to help to boost the immune system, stimulate that, and also to help protect the liver. It's also been used medicinally for things like asthma, depression, liver cancer, autoimmune diseases, etc. But there's really no scientific evidence to back any of that up. So as I always say, if it isn't food, you probably shouldn't eat it. It is mildly toxic, so it is toxic to the point where if your pet ate like the whole bush, you'd probably have them with this little stomach upset, and that would be the same as you. So I wouldn't be concerned at all with having this in your house with pets, but still, it's not food. The flower form on Bupleurum are umbels. So you can see that kind of umbel shape, and you can see why they call this green gold. Now, the umbels are adorned with bracteoles. So if you ever looked at like a poinsettia or something like that, and you look at the inside, you can see these itty bitty flowers, and they're kind of surrounded by those green leaves. Well, those leaves are actually bracts. So even though they're green, they still call them bracts. Bracts are basically modified leaves, and usually they're colored. So when we see them on poinsettias, they're usually red or pink or something like that. But it's the same kind of thing. It's just a very small bract. It's a bracteole. The family for Bupleurum is Apiaceae, and that also encompasses things like carrots and celery and things like that, though the genus for Bupleurum is different than those. And just as a heads up, if you ever plant this in your garden, it does act as a self-seeding annual in our zone, which is 5A or 5B, depending on where you are in our area. So I don't actually have to plant this every year, but I do, because if I didn't plant it, it would plant itself where it wanted to, not where I wanted it to. So I do pull it out every year and plant new plants, but I always find a few volunteers along the way. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful weekend. The sun is finally out, and we will see you next week.